take the reality dive to my cosmopolitan life. Oh my yeah, oh my yeah, oh my yeah. Vou samba fevereiro. Oh my yeah, oh my yeah, oh my yeah. Vou voltar para o Rio de Janeiro.
First of all, Meola is my teacher. I think about it like this. I know his music from the beginning, and I like his style.
I think when there's ever, a situation where a performer like that from a foreign country pursues me with enough diligence, they have my attention. And then if the music has places for me to shine and to show what I do, it's got a lot of potential, I think, for me to want to be involved.
I couldn't even think about it 17 years ago. In the Soviet Union, you cannot even say this word cosmopolitan. Not live cosmopolitan life. Say this word. I like this life, this fusion in this life, a mix in this life. Different countries, different people, different styles, different tastes, different flavors and everything. And freedom. Freedom for choice for everything.
Valeu! Nobody's asked me. Nobody's told me.
Berlin, Germany. Meola and Leonid Agutin, both world-class performers and musicians in their own right, have come to a truly historic site within the former parted city. At Checkpoint Charlie, where for decades of the Cold War, Eastern and Western secret services would exchange their agents, the American and the Russian artists present a new form of East meets West, one of cultural encounter and exchange. Their joint album, Cosmopolitan Life, is a musical journey in a true cosmopolitan spirit.
Just word cosmopolitan was criminal. You couldn't say it.
Here, smile, guys.
Now that the wall is down and times have changed, these projects can happen.
Nobody needs you on the sky. Why can't you take me?
Their background is one of extreme, it seems, darkness. It's evident in their personalities sometimes. It's not the way they want to be necessarily, but they come from a very dark past, this whole communist upbringing.
After communism in Russia, everybody want feel free. I don't know, wind in the hair, freestyle. I was working on the stage without shoes and free shirts, and it was absolutely new for Russian people.
I had never heard of Lenny before our first meeting, which took place in New Jersey, in the state where I had a home back 5 years ago, whenever that was when we met, at a friend's house. He happened to be there, invited by my friend.
We met with Al next day on a birthday party. He said, let's go to Moscow to play together.
Если я уеду, я с тобой оставлю половину всего, половину сердца оставлю с тобою, половину неба закрою рукою, заберу кусочек улыбки и взгляда, половину только, а больше не надо.
Дамы и господа, встречайте, пожалуйста, величайший гитарист нашей планеты Ал Ди Meola.
It's very interesting, the first period that we got together. We had performed two cities, St. Petersburg and Moscow, to very large crowds. Some of that Latin influence may be from Russia itself, because of the alliance that Russia had with Cuba. We found out our first trip going to Russia, participating with Lenny. He had some horn players that my percussionist and myself noticed were very much Latin players. And we looked at one another and we came to the conclusion that the alliance between Russia and Cuba had a lot to do with they're absorbing all of this Latin influence and directly. In the last 10 years, you have a different Russia, as a result of political change. So you have a lot more freedom, there's a lot more prosperity in the country.
Our first show in Moscow together. It was a big concert hall with few shows in Moscow and St. Petersburg, other cities. It was a good experience to work together, and I understand, and I hope that he understands that we can do something together, serious.
I've always been attracted to music outside of America. My music's always had a lot of world music influences from way back all the way. And the appreciation for my music has been very well established internationally. So I've always been drawn to music of faraway places, Middle East, South America, all different countries, Brazil, Argentina. And now Russia holds a special allure because it's new. He began with the demos in Moscow, the studio there, and then we had a meeting in New York about it. I did some of the recording in Moscow, and then we did the bulk of it down in Miami. near my place is this very famous studio called Criteria. It's historic because a lot of the great records in the pop world were recorded there. In fact, it's one of the top 3 studios in the United States.
It was my first time in the real studio. 5 rooms or 7 rooms. And, a lot of platinum and gold discs. I was excited. I was sending for all first material, first attempts to do something, melodies and arranging and like demos.
My ego has no problem with working with compositions of Lenny, and I consider myself a writer and a composer too, but I don't mind sometimes doing Piazzolla work, you know, because I put my stamp on it. If I feel that close to it, I feel like it's mine. You know what I mean? I'm passionate about it, so I have no problem doing that. I know some artists that will never do that. They only want to do their thing, and that's it. So I might turn into being a rock star here as a result of this.
It's product special for play together, special for all demo. It's not. It was not my song, and I, for example, ask Al, would you please play something like a session guitarist? It was obviously material for both musicians, for us, like duet.
We just got a great sound there, and it was just really convenient and fun to be in Miami, you know. So Tango was one of the first of the 4 pieces that we recorded in Miami. Tango is a very up-tempo, happening piece that is very Miami.
Tango is pop song. This is good hit with a very good guitarist, classic style, Latin. This is mix. This more European Latin music.
Cuba Africa is the best one, I think, by far, because it has the most of the modern elements. It's probably the hippest one in terms of harmony and melody. It's the one that I think that will appeal to the more sophisticated listener out of all of the songs.
Like a story with no end. If only I can change it now. Sometimes
I don't know. It's not really. It's not Cuba. That's for sure. Maybe it'll be Africa. Refrain like gospel.
wonder what's your name.
one I probably have the most production say-so and ideas. And I like the way that it goes between the acoustic guitar and the electric guitar as well. But it's one of my favorites, if not my favorite.
And this is music style, all verses more European, but choruses American, African American language a little bit.
This is a party piece. It's a happy, gotta get everybody up dancing piece, which is good for just that. You know, it definitely makes you wanna, yeah, you know, that kind of thing, which is important in music sometimes. Just forget about everything and have a good time. Nobody, I think, was the first one that I recorded on in Russia when I went over there.
Nobody's asking me. Nobody why. Nobody meets you on the sky. Why can't you take me?
It primarily started as Lenny's music and Lenny's record and Lenny's vision. And I added my not just my guitar parts, but also some of my ideas, production-wise, to the project. I had never really anticipated that it would be a joint record, and I think they just gave me a lot more credit than perhaps I deserved, which I'm grateful for. But it really is a Lenny's record.
Знаешь, часики стоят, и минуты с нами не говорят.
I wrote this song for me and my wife. This is a very popular song in Russia. And Al said that if I can't play with you this song, I can't work with you on this project. Sorry.
Сколько времени прошло, день, минуты, месяц, мне все равно.
He asked us use English at least in choruses.
If I get the chance to talk to you, teach me how to ask for your forgiveness. If I only knew, I would rather forgive you.
And that's one of my favorite pieces. I love that piece. And then there's an electric guitar solo at the very end. Yeah, that one I added. That was actually a hit already. And I told them I really liked the piece, and they added it to this record. And then I added my statement to it. It's really a pop record with a lot of Latin influences, primarily. There's very little Russian influence at all, which is surprising, because I would have liked more Russian or world music elements. But Lenny being from Russia, you know, he's more sensitive to that kind of stuff, and maybe the cliche of it, and the negative factor that might be attributed to it. So he probably makes a big effort to stay away from that silly folk music side of that.
Если я когда-нибудь
rest of the world looks at Russia more in an exotic way because it's still a place that we're learning about and we haven't heard very much from. So I think that's, in a way, him being a Russian of origin, you know, this is a Russian band and, you know, Russian-made product, lends itself to be more alluring to a listening audience. This Russian artist and me, what could this be?
Signore e signori, buonasera. Buonasera a tutti voi, buonasera a tutti gli italiani che ci seguono dall'Italia grazie a Rai 1, a tutti gli amici, gli italiani che ci seguono da tutto il mondo grazie a Rai International. Benvenuti alla 5ª edizione del premio Italiani nel Mondo.
Rome, the Eternal City. To promote their album, Meola and Leonid Agutin travel throughout Europe and America. They play showcases, appear on TV shows, and do radio and press interviews. An endless stream of airports, hotels, limos, backstage dressing rooms, and rehearsals. A restless, even unsteady life, but on a highly comfortable level. Here are some impressions of a truly cosmopolitan life on the road.
I live my cosmopolitan life. I like other nationalities, different kitchens and different styles, different music, different cultures. I like it.
Hotels. I can live in hotels. You get food like that, just spend a little bit more money and you want to live in those hotels.
It is a special project. Pop fusion, Leonid Vidal.
I think you know there's certain compatibilities that made the project more interesting.
Very important. What other people think about me and think about Russian music, but I didn't think about it. I'm just work and I'm just write some melodies and everything.
That's it.
Grazie.
See, I knew how to end it. Right?
Buongiorno e benvenuto al di Meola, buongiorno e benvenuto a Leonid Agutin in studio Radio Rock. Benvenuti con la vostra vita cosmopolita.
Did you care what went before?
Good morning, Leonid.
Good morning, good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. First time in Rome. I dream to be here. And now I'm happy.
Every surprise to learn.
very nice. I mean, very nice people. I love them. But nothing is being done on time and the way we discussed. I mean, it's all like new ideas. We started from Cosmopolitan Live, then they changed to Cuba Africa, then they changed to Portofino, then they said that Live said that we do not need any impromptus at the last second.
I love the practice. Yeah, I love the practice. I don't every day because of traveling. It takes away a lot of the time. So I don't have a lot of time, but if I had my way, I'd practice a lot every day. It's very relaxing. I'm still studying the guitar, but I started when I was 8 years old, and I had a really good training when I was young. And I absorbed all the music that was popular at the time to influence me. It's one of the important points of the project together is that it expands out of beyond the Russian borders or the Russian community and has a wider appeal.
Like a story with no end. If only I can change it now. Sometimes it is easy to pretend. Have to understand yourself. Speeding up your dreams, yeah. Making up your mind, my friend. Have I ever held your hand? Have I ever met with you? Don't know. Life is running oceans and nothing ever will remind. Emptiness behind me. Questions any kind. My mind. Wonder what's your name? Cuba, Africa. Cuba, Africa. Wonder what's your name? Cuba, Africa. Cuba, Africa.
Lenny's voice is highly unique. It's very different. That was very appealing to me in the beginning. It's a voice like no other. However, he's got qualities of a couple of singers that are very popular worldwide that could lend a lot of interest, and people can become quite inquisitive as to what this voice is with this guitar.
Wonder what's your name? Cuba, Africa.
di Meola e grazie a Cuba Africa per questo grande successo che li sta portando sui palcoscenici di tutto il mondo. Grazie ancora.
Ich finde das phänomenal. Leonid Agutin, großer Star in Russland, großer Star in der Ukraine. Der wird jetzt gleich begleitet von einem Gitarristen, von dem ich irgendwie, ja, ich bin ihm hinterhergereist, um Konzerte zu sehen, nämlich von Meola. Früher spielte er mit Chick Corea, mit Stanley Clarke am Bass, Lenny White am Schlagzeug. Was für eine Band war das? Und der ist heute Abend hier. Ich werde verrückt, ich werde wahnsinnig. Meola und Leonid Agutin mit Cosmopolitan live.
I will ride the subway from Bombay to Norway. I'll be driving on the highway. If I don't know how to take the next train, then I won't ask, it's hard to explain. Simply I'll take the reality dive to my cosmopolitan life. Oh my yeah, oh my oh, oh my yeah.
Grandios! Meola und Leonid Agutin. Tolle Kombination.
I remember Blue Note, and I remember these people. You remember I said, Al, I want these people. Unbelievable American audience. Very friendly.
To be invited to perform at the legendary Montreux Jazz Festival, located on beautiful Lake Geneva, is an opportunity every musician in the world dreams about. The chance to perform in front of colleagues, peers, and a sophisticated audience makes the Montreux Festival something akin to a knightly accolade in the eyes of even the most demanding musician.
Now you have every kind of music coming here, but it still kept the moniker of that whole jazz image. They never dropped jazz in the festival title, so it's still the Montreux Jazz Festival. And yeah, it still attracts a lot of critics and people that really know good music.
And on guitar, the unique, the wonderful, Aldi Meola!
I think what's amazing with Al is that he is so versatile, he can do so many things. First, you think he has a huge technique, but also he has a big heart, and he can go along with all kinds of musicians. He came to Montreux a number of times, always with different musicians, playing different music, and each time giving the audience something totally new and fresh.
It has expanded into pop in a big way, more than the original, the first 20 years that the festival existed. So you have a wider range of choice. You have R&B, you have every kind of music, hip hop, everything. Which is good. I think it's smart to have diversity to make a festival successful. But in the jazz area, you have a lot of prestige that's associated with this festival. I don't know what it is, but it's like a meditation for me to sit and read music. The whole purpose of meditation is to get away, not to go in, but to get away. And it really takes you away from all the problems. You just zone into this thing. I like that. The stress of life and some of the personal things we go through are so heavy that I found myself at a point of sometimes insanity. And then I would just go to the guitar, pick it up, and my brain would switch into an area of peace. And it works every time. It's like people that have, they might have a pet. And the fact that they have this pet and they're able to, pet the animal is a calming effect in their life. You know what I mean? It's psychological data on that. And it actually works with the guitar for me. It is a spiritual thing. at Berklee School of Music, college. I was obsessed to about an 8-hour practice tape. I just thought that the better that I get at the younger the age, better's my chance of making it when I'm young. I think like a lot of players, when they're young, they got a lot of drive. I'm now the judge of this guitar competition, and these young guys around 20, 21 are phenomenal. The guitar at that age and younger is their whole life. There is nothing else. There aren't any bills. They don't have a whole slew of problems that we encounter at 50 and up. We unanimously decided #1 guitarist is Gilad.
Okay.
We were all knocked out with him. We all felt they were all wonderful. You know?
Okay, great.
Tell me, honestly, even personally, I enjoyed it very much. And that's a very important thing to keep aware of, is that as life goes on, the complexities of your life multiply, which then takes a little time away from the guitar here, a little time away from the guitar there, a little time, you know. Eventually, you realize that your time is divided, and these young players have no time divided. They're all practicing right now. That's great.
Best joke guy said inside.
What did he say?
He said that, listen, we are 12 people. Said deuce. He said 12. Deuce or 21. I said that 1, 2. Said that you're a musician. 2, 4. Brace with me, you know, hold back on the time. And if you have to go, because that's dangerous. Then it makes us all go faster, you know what I mean?
as we were doing it in a rehearsal, immediately my instincts start, you know, and it clicks in my head that, oh my God, the drummer should be playing something more hip. Keyboard players should be doing this. Bass players should be changing at this point. And I can't sit there and just allow something to happen that's, to me, boring. So I want to fix it. I want to make it better. Those are my instincts.
The cymbal should go.
So since my name is up there, I have to give my opinion on it. And so yesterday we came across the challenges of their ability to do something on a higher level. And I think it would take more time.
I'm pointing at the drum. Look, I'm pointing at the drum.
This is the round.
No.
No, this one.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm very demanding, but I've played with players that are also very demanding of me. So in the course of being very demanding, if I'm ever given that label, that's a total compliment, because you know, if it's hard to get, let's hope that in the process of learning to do something in a hipper, better way, that there's a learning process that occurs. If they weren't given that challenge, they wouldn't be advancing. So yeah, I would say I'm not hard to be hard. I'm just hard to get it better, whatever it takes, you know. But timing is one thing that I'm very hard about. Speeding up or slowing down. I'm very sensitive to timing.
Unless the lyrics are there, it's easy to get lost. So once the lyrics are written in some places, then I can solo around his voice.
You need everything or just some places?
It's key phrases, you know what I mean?
We cannot mix the styles, Russian and American. Cannot. It's impossible. Absolutely different style. Absolutely. Just we can be contemporary tourists.
It just did work. I think they first heard that the way I play will work great and lend support and another element to what they already have, you know, and it elevates when you have a player. As in my case, if I'm making a record and I want to use somebody like a Steve Gadd or an Anthony Jackson, I know that their playing is going to elevate the music that I wrote to another level that I never dreamed of. And that's what I want. And perhaps that's what they were looking for too, is what I can bring to what already is written and exists and take it to another place.
That's all. That's all.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
This is Montreux Jazz Festival, and so there's a concern that, you know, we play not just straight pop music here, and that they rise to the occasion, and I think they know that too.
Try to make you say, 'cause I believe once again for sleep, please slowly by. Nobody says me. Nobody why. Nobody meets you on the sky. Why can't you take me?
Well, in the pop world, everything takes forever and a day. You know, pop recordings take a year or two, sometimes three, to make a record. In jazz, it could take a day or two or three. So you can go from one jazz project to the next, or world music project, because there is no time to lose. The budgets are smaller. You don't have to craft music with the exact amount of bars before you lose an audience's attention. It's more structured and a lot more detailed production-wise. So you have less participation. You very rarely see two pop guys coming together for a whole 1 or 2 years worth of work, because they're busy doing their own thing. You know? So with this kind of thing, it was really Lenny's record, and I participated on it.
Nobody saw me. Nobody why. Nobody ever explained to me. I always deny. Why can't I share with you? Strawberry taste of life.
It's a new idea. I always like new idea. I always like new challenge. And I think Al Di Meola also likes new challenges. And when I heard the record, I saw the video done in Russia in front of 10,000 people. I thought, oh, we'll be so lucky if we have Al and the best Russian singer together in Montreal.
I was particularly proud of pieces that have some intelligence to it because of the harmonic structure of the music and the melody. It's not your simple 1 or 2 chords with just idiotic lyrics. There's some thought behind actually the structure harmonically is more in a sense of jazz, because it's perfect for improvising. A lot of the way the chords are structured in the music, you can tell these are from more school musicians than normal pop musicians. I started in music liking pop, you know, when I was a kid. It was the music of the Beatles and groups out of England, primarily. The Byrds, Beatles, Rolling Stones. And Lenny is pop. Lenny's a very good pop, because it's you know, the pop performance that I admire today, like Sting or Peter Gabriel. I think Lenny's got certain qualities mixed with a lot of Latin influence, which kind of works for me. And so I thought it'd be very interesting to get an even bigger audience, perhaps, by participating with that type of project.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
I think the record has a lot of potential worldwide, which is really Lenny's vision, and the record company's vision is to expand him outside of Russia, because until now he was only a Russian-known artist, and the border was like a major wall. You know, it's not like he could tour France or Germany before. Still, we're hoping that the record punches through for his sake, so that he can be known outside of Russia. This record is his ticket for that to happen.
Знаешь, часики стоят, и минуты с нами не говорят. Видишь, все вокруг молчит, непослушно сердце в глубине стучит. If I got the chance to talk to you, teach me how to ask for your forgiveness. If I only knew, I would rather forgive you. If you have a chance to talk to me, I could wind the clock by falling rain. Did I really need what I felt to